How you doing, friends? Good morning. Normally you would see me with Stacy at some restaurant doing our breakfast video. And today I had planned on doing something different. I had planned on actually doing another fitness video. We have two already and I wanted to do another one, but as fate would have it, I injured my neck and now I'm sitting in the parking lot at the Veterans Hospital here in North Las Vegas. Sometimes you make plans and they work out, and sometimes they don't. We call it a setback. We plan on taking a vacation, and it gets canceled. Either you get sick or something happens, and it's a setback. Uh, you know, when those things happen, they can throw you for a little loop. You plan on doing one thing and then something else happens. So how do you recover from that? It's a question that I pose. I mean, when you have a setback, how do you turn that around? How do you make it better? Do you pivot, or do you just like throw in the towel and say, well, maybe it wasn't a good idea anyway, or maybe this, or maybe that? Truthfully, I don't even like the word setback, because it does seem to me like maybe you're just throwing in the towel. I like to look at it as possibly an opportunity to pivot, to do something totally different. I mean, if you think about life, everything that can happen to you, whether it be you plan on doing one thing and you have an injury like I have, or you get sick, which happens all the time, every day, to everyone. Things just happen. Or relationships end. You get fired from a job. How do you recover from that? I know some people it's very, very difficult. I have always looked at it as an opportunity to do something else. And I think that's just my survival mechanism. I don't know. It's just, for as long as I can remember, when things happened that I hadn't planned, I didn't just, freak out and end it all and, think, wow, now what do I do? I just looked at it maybe as an opportunity. What do you guys do? I mean, I'm really curious. So leave that in the comments, what you would do when something happens that you hadn't planned. I'll tell you a little story. In 2019, Stacy and I just started our relationship. We had met online, and we've both been married before, and we were older when we got together, and we met online, and we were starting dating, the whole process. Early 2020 happens. Well, I guess we remember what happened then. COVID hits. So there we were, new into a relationship, and we have this thing that changed the world for that period of time. So for whatever reason, we decided to bubble together. I lived in Burbank in California, and she lived in Glendale. She had two sons. She has two sons, and one was away at school, and he had to come back because they closed the school. Her mom at that time was getting sick and decided she was seeking medical care in Southern California, so she was staying with us. So there we had it. We were a brand new relationship, and we had two sons living there, her mom, me, and her two cats. But, I looked at that as a great adventure, an opportunity. And we weathered the storm, as most of you did. We weathered the storm, and it would seem like the worst possible thing that can happen. This thing that, was so pervasive, that really we were so obsessed with, COVID. But yet, it was an opportunity. It was an opportunity to develop a relationship, for me as a man to test who I was in this situation, how I can be of service to her and her mother, who was not well at the time. She was getting sicker, and with two of her sons who I had to begin a relationship with. And so, like, who's this guy in the house, staying in the house with mom? And well, that was 2020, and here we are, 2025, and we've been married 2 years, and we've been together since that time. And taking that opportunity to me was, well, it was life changing. It was one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my life. So I guess the point of that little story is, I don't look as a setback as the end. I look at it as an opportunity. When I was 12 years old, I think it was the summer between the 7th grade and the 8th grade. I had worked that whole winter before in developing my baseball skills. I wasn't the best athlete in the world by any stretch, but I really wanted to make this team. It was a little league team in New York, and my friends were on it. They had played this year before. They were older than I am, and this was my opportunity to play. And I worked all winter long in a gym, just feeling ground balls, getting my swing down, getting my body in shape. And lo and behold, the tryouts come, I make the team, and we were getting our uniforms, and we were ready to start preseason. And I go on a skateboard, and I'm riding the skateboard down some hill, and I hit a manhole cover, and boom, I do a header, and I break my wrist in 3 places. Well, there goes my baseball season. And I never played baseball, organized baseball, after that. And to this day, I always regretted it. And I always use that as sort of even though here I am at this age in my life, I always think back to when I was 12 and said, what would have happened if I just, recovered, got the cast off, and started playing again, played high school ball and all that. Who knows where it would have gone? But, I threw in the towel. And that to me, and I still think about that story because it meant a lot to me at the time. I had worked so hard, and then an obstacle comes in your way, and you kind of like throw your hands up and you say, well, I'm done, I quit. And it's a horrible thing. And with my children, as a dad, I have always really urged them, maybe even pushed them not to quit, to face up to adversity. What do you guys do when something comes up, when you get let go from a job that you've had for a long time? Say you've worked at a company for 20 years, 30 years, you're in your mid-50s now, you're kind of set in a career, and you get let go for whatever reason. There are cutbacks, they're closing the plant, or whatever the situation may be. And now you're unemployed for the first time since you're, say, 20 years old. What do? You can't retire. You're in that weird position. You're in your 50s. You don't have enough savings. You still have financial responsibilities. What do? Do you throw in the towel, or do you look at it as an opportunity? See, with setbacks, to me, setbacks is such a kind of a final thing. Well, I have this setback, I have this illness, this injury. What do you throw in the towel? Do you say, I'm done, I don't know what more to do? Or do you take it as an opportunity to do something maybe that you always wanted to do, that you never thought you could do because you didn't have the time, or, you were just in the routine. I've had a couple of different careers, and truthfully, I've been very fortunate and very lucky in my life. Uh, but I've always been aware of opportunities. I've always been aware that if this didn't work out, well, maybe I could do this or that or something else. What do you guys do? Like, say you work for a company for, I don't know, 20, 30 years, and you get let go. Company closes or downsizes. We see that all the time. You turn on the news, well, this company is taking their business overseas, and they're closing this particular plant or office in this city that you've worked in forever. What do you do? What do you do when you're faced with an illness? You wake up one morning and you're not feeling well. You see you got a lump in your neck, or you're nauseous every day. And you go to a doctor and you find out that you have cancer. And that happened to me 3 times. I've had 3 cancers. When I got the news from my doctor when tests came back, did I panic? I guess I panicked a little, but I went into a war footing, a mode. Okay, I have to contact the best specialist here and there, and I have to do everything I need to do. I took it as an opportunity to look deeper into who I was and really find a way out of this thing. And, with great doctors that I had and great care and people around me, thank God it worked out. I was able to get through it. But I never looked at it as like, well, this is the end. This is it. You've had your moment. You're done. I never really looked at it that way. I just looked at it as, okay, I have to do this to get from here to here. I have to fight. I have to keep going. And I think the moral of the story is, you just don't throw in the towel. You keep going. You look for other opportunities. Relationships are the same way. You could be married to someone or be in a long-term relationship, and for whatever reason, it goes south. It just comes to an end. Do you not go into another relationship? Do you not find someone? Do you not fall in love again? No, you allow life to happen. I was married a very long time before Stacy, and I that relationship, it just ended. Things happen in life, and it ended. But I didn't lose faith in love. I never really thought I'd get married again, but, I was never closed-minded to the opportunity. And when I met Stacy, my world opened up again, and opportunities came, and I felt alive again. So, again, moral of the story is setbacks. How do we overcome setbacks? Well, we can't make setbacks be the end, be the final, be the throwing in the towel. No, we have to look at setbacks. I don't even like that word I said. We got to look at setbacks as an opportunity, a way to pivot from here to there, a way to do something you've always wanted to do, find a new opportunity, a new reason to love, a new person to love, a new reason to get out and look at the world and to see this life that we live as an adventure. Because that's really what it is. It's an adventure. We're here for a very finite period. So we have to make the most of it. You know, whatever our situation is, our financial situation, our health situation, we have to make the best out of it. You know, we have to take the gifts that we have, and we all have them. We may not recognize them, but we all have them. We have to take those gifts and just harness it and just be thankful for everything we have and forge ahead and just look for, let the opportunities lead us. Sometimes what they say, best laid plans. It's true. We could plan to do this, we could plan to do that, but life does what life does. And it might, like I said, you may get sick, you may get injured, the relationships end, you may lose a job, you'll lose a loved one, whatever the case may be, it can't be the end. You have to forge ahead. You have to grasp onto those opportunities. I don't know. I just took this opportunity to have this conversation because I've had so many physical things happen in my body, and I just keep going. And I urge you to do the same. I'm sitting here in this parking lot. I'm early, so just had this opportunity. But again, even with this, I feel fortunate that I have the VA hospital here that takes care of me. And when I have a situation come up like this neck thing and neck and shoulder, I could see a doctor and they could take care of me. Now I'm very fortunate that I have them, and they've been wonderful for me. But here I am at the VA talking to you guys. So I'm curious, because I'm going to get past this thing. I know that. And, Stacey and I will do our breakfast videos, which we love doing. And we're adding some travel to it, as you've seen a few different videos that we've put out. And I've done 2 fitness videos. And I want to do more, and it's going to be focused to people of a certain age, more senior focused. How to get off the couch, and I had talked about that in one of my fitness videos. How important it is to get off the couch, how not to be kind of complacent about life and just not do anything physically for your body, because when you're physical, when your body moves, your kind of outlook on life gets a little brighter. When you're just kind of sitting and immobile and feeling your age, frankly, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. We have to keep moving. We have to keep optimistic. We have to look for, gotta look for the sunshine. Gotta look for the perfect opportunities in life. Well, not even perfect, just any opportunities. We just got to keep forging ahead. Anyway, so I will do more. Oh, somebody's horn is going. We'll keep going, and we'll do more videos, fitness videos for seniors. Let me know if you like that. If you don't like it, maybe I got to rethink those. But we all give it a shot. So anyway, thank you all for listening to me talk straight through. I don't know how long I've been talking for, and but I really want you to consider this, to consider how do you deal with adversity? How do you deal with those, quote, setbacks? Do you throw in the towel, or do you take it as an opportunity to pivot and do something else, something better? Something maybe that you always wanted to do. Anyway, we will see you on our next video, and thank you for listening to me talk for this, however long it's been. I don't even know. Anyway, We will catch you in the next one. We will catch you at the breakfast table, and love you all. Talk to you later.